Hi, this is my research proposal on the modern door designs in sustainable interior architecture and design. I am Talal Taimuti. Environment abuse is a matter that has attracted global attention for a long time. The struggle to deal with the abuse of the environment is a matter that has been under discussion for a very long time now. As an interior architecture and design practitioners, we always think and exploring how people interact with the buildings through theory and creative research practices. People interaction with the architectural structure and the interior environment is not limited to the circulation or walking through the doors. Sustainable interior architecture and design is the process whereby the interior work is conducted in the way of integrating everything to minimize negative impacts on the economic, environmental, and social systems. As innovation progresses and continues to revolutionize, more and more interior designers are taking notice for the importance of incorporating sustainable doors in modern building and interior spaces, especially in urban areas. These designs are factored in even when designing doors. Research into new methods of incorporating sustainable materials with low-cost materials such as a door would go a long way in promoting comfort for the customers and the other occupants in such premises. The aims of this dissertation, whereas it will seek to provide insight into modern door designs that have been integrated in the design of the interior spaces of new buildings in the last 21st century, as well as it will argue the economic impact of incorporating these modern doors in the design of new and renovated construction projects. This paper will also pinpoint the importance of acoustic doors assembly and occupant comfort in workplaces. Also, I will define sustainable wooden doors, construction components, and materials which has a less impact on the environment. While reviewing research for pieces of literature and articles review, I have found 6 research questions that could work with this study. The first question I came up with: what are some of the most modern door designs in use in the current interior spaces of new buildings? The second question is: what are the materials used for sustainable wood doors constructions? The third question I came up with: does the use of these new doors have a significant impact on the cost of contemporary construction products? The fourth one: what are the components of an acoustic door assembly for achieving the STC requirements? The question number 5: does the use of these new buildings boost sustainability in interior architecture and design? And the last question I came up with: what could design technique be applied to make the use of these doors viable in sustainable development? When undertaking the actual writing tasks for the above topic, there is a need to consider different questions that will determine the level of evaluation, comparison, argumentative, descriptive, analytical, and discursive approaches. The research will be developed through the analysis of the available data, measurement of hypotheses, and discussion of the result to come up with the critical, theoretical, and methodological outcome relevant to interior architecture and design. The combinations of these approaches will make the research relevant and credible. They will assess how sustainable designs and architecture are practiced in the 21st century. It will also evaluate the various modern door designs and their effect on contemporary architecture. Furthermore, the research will compare the economics of traditional door designs with sustainable modern door designs. The choice of the above approaches is essential in determining a high level of sustainable development. Many organizations are in the most cases be subjected to sustainable activities that aim of protecting the environment and all the available resources. The sustainability usually improves the image of different brands, enhance risk management, social and financial performance. These approaches will enhance the process of research and acquisition of information that is geared towards establishing correct procedures for the interior architecture and design. Issues and debates involved in this research proposal that the environment have been rapidly changing when compared to the 20th century. From global warming to pollution of various kinds, it has necessitated adjustments in design and architecture. Environmentally sustainable design are being sought now more than ever. With the building and design industry being plagued by this environmental pressure, attention is on the designer and architects to bring out buildings that provide comfort to occupants and to improve the environment or sustain it as is. The improvement in designs is, of course, not without its constraints. Challenges ranging from ballooning construction costs to progressively limited spaces face the modern day designer. The purpose of this project is to conduct research on modern door designs in sustainable interior architecture and design. To be able to acquire the needed information and data, there are various research approaches and methods that will be used, such as analysis and discussion of case studies. Use a mix of approaches. Rely on primary as well as secondary sources of information. Research sources through credible search engines such as StudyNet Online Library and Google Scholar, which include academic sources, books, literature, articles. Also, overview of building codes and standard system is important. As a modern interior architecture and design practitioner, I need to remain ahead of the trend in the field. Environment-friendly designs need to be my go-to every time I have a project. As a part of this realization, door designs need to be conservative in space as well as the environment at large. The doors I designed need to be made of environmentally friendly materials. For instance, my designs need to be made of rapidly renewed materials such as bamboo and recycled glass, as opposite to hardwood like oak and walnut that take many years to grow. Gaining a deeper understanding of nature and manner in which interior design and construction technique have evolved in the recent past, especially with the adoption of the new technology, would enable the researcher to come up with more innovative, efficient, as well as sustainable design technique of future projects. The topic directly linked to my practice as interior architecture and design practitioner. As a designer, I have always wanted to ensure the use of sustainable resources and plans that make the interior more suitable. In conclusion, sustainable interior architecture and design are aimed at minimizing harm to the environment and maximizing environmental benefit for the occupants. Because of this, the modern architects and interior designers have increasingly sought doors designs that not only reflect the style but also are sustainable to the environment. This may include door designs that have save on space as well as conserve the environment in their production. Such designs include invisible doors that include pocket doors and invisible sliding doors. Others include glass, mirror, and pivoting doors. However, these designs drive up construction costs as most of them are pricey.